Hi guys, you're welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Reality Pearl and this is the African Housewives Filiac Show. Alright, before we go ahead guys, I just want to plead with you to please support my channel. Subscribe, like this video and comment. This will go a long way to helping me and my channel to be found by others. Just do it guys, it's really very easy. Just smack that like button, smack that subscribe button, okay? Okay, so thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate that. Now, moving forward to the meat and the potatoes. Today, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Durban, Season 3, Episode 7. These ladies went spiritual on us, okay? Nonku, on the one hand, organized a prayer sesh with her mom and her friends, Jojo and the bestie, okay? And also, Rough Diamond was there. They prayed for the peace of the group. They prayed for the peace of their oncoming trip. They were binding and casting every evil spirit and negativity. I kind of think that that's good for this trip. On the other hand, though, Sorisha brought in the other ladies for a Reiki session. Annie, Slee, and Maria were there also. It was really very conflicting for me. Let's just talk about the Reiki session for a bit. Now, before they started, Slee went ahead to inform everyone, and especially Sorisha, that they shouldn't be bothered if she starts to burp a lot. That happens a lot when the spirits starts to speak through her. I really did not get exactly what she said, okay? But it had to do with the spirits. And I really thought it was a joke until it started happening. Wow, how can someone be this gassy? And burp, and my eyes were wide open at this point. I was like, what is happening? Let's just move forward to other things, okay? They even read tarot cards, and these kind of things are not for me, okay? I'm just going to skip through it and let's move forward. Okay, so it's the day for the trip, and the ladies traveled separately, okay? So Risha with her crew, Annie and Slee traveled with the grand helicopter. Giving luxury. I can't do that bus thing with you guys, okay? And trust me, this is going to be an issue who she travels with or who she doesn't travel with. She's traveling with Slee. I'm definitely sure that people are going to have issues with it. People, I mean Jojo and Nonku, of course, okay? Now, Jojo, on the other hand, traveled with her bestie, and Maria traveled with Sunny in a bus. Sunny, while in the bus, was talking about praying. Sunny's own includes snuff. Of course, she was trying to explain to Maria that one of the other benefits is that you will get, maybe high, Sunny. You'd like to get high after praying. Who knows? Maybe that can explain Sunny's behavior so far in this group. Don't mind me, I'm just kidding. Moving forward, some of the ladies already started arriving at the resort. Jojo and her bestie first arrived, and they, were impressed by the view. Now, this getaway is beginning on a very messy note, guys. Tell me why Jojo is not around to welcome her guests. Some of the ladies got to the resort and they were greeted by the receptionist, who then proceeded to give Slee Sunny's key. Annie was like, you know what? Maybe you should go ahead and change this room number because Sunny is way too close to us. I mean, that's Annie talking to the receptionist. Move her to another floor entirely. That was so messy. Oh, God. Moving forward, Jojo decided that this was the time to tell Annie that Sunny was coming to join them. Jojo, really? Why would she be finding out by herself at the reception? While Annie was there, she noticed, there were glasses of champagne, and she was like, oh, did you drink? Have you been drinking alone? Jojo said, no, I've not been drinking. The empty glass is for Rue. The other glass that's full, you see that one? Yeah, that one is for me. I feel that we should note that because it's going to be pertinent to the discussion sometime later. So she was like, all right, so let's go get ready for the dinner. Well, this dinner was kind of awkward, but it's not surprising that it's awkward because all the ladies feel a certain way towards Sunny, and Sunny was sitting right there at the dinner. Annie came in a bit late and she was like, I'm not going to hug anybody, just because she felt that if she hugged, she won't hug Sunny and then it will be awkward. I'm like, girl, no, we all know that she's pissed with Sunny and for the right reasons, okay? But a lot of times during the dinner, it was cricket. So even the host was not even trying to make light-hearted conversation at least. Then Jojo said, Miss Nonks is not going to be around. She has to sort some things out, or she will soon be joining us. And then someone was like, what of Mbali? And it came like an afterthought, okay? Because most of the times, these ladies don't even recognize that Mbali is not there. Okay, just kidding. Yeah, someone was like, what of Mbali? And it seems like Mbali might be trying to slowly win herself from this group. She has not been very present, okay? She was not present at Maria's event. She's not present at this event. But the ladies also feel that she might actually be trying to avoid them. It's possible that she's not cut out for this kind of drama, okay? It looks like a very calm person. You know what? Sorisha even said that it looked as though she dropped a hello in the group and quickly deleted it. Dinner was boring. I hope this is not going to set the pace for the rest of this trip. Okay, so the next day, we saw Jojo making a call with her husband. He was trying to get her to agree for him to plan something with the other guys. How many husbands of this show do we have now? I think we have 2 and then RD. I guess he's trying to plan some. Okay, yeah, Maria's husband too. Okay, so he wants to plan something for the guys, all right? I think it will be refreshing to see the men, at least for a change. Moving forward, the ladies were dressed for the pool. Maria, Annie, Sorisha, Slee, they were all seated and then just gisting. Let me just take a minute to talk about Sunny. Why? Every time that she has appeared in the show, she's always wearing black. Did she lose somebody? I don't know, because yeah, in my own culture, people that wear black all the time are mourning. Really like to know why she likes wearing dark colored clothing. They're not necessarily nice. Whatever she was wearing during her confessional, I'm like, what is that? That is not confessional worthy at all. Okay, so Sunny walked up. She didn't even walk up. She was walking past the ladies and she was like, hi ladies. They're like, hi Sunny. And he said, oh, I'm just going to sit down with Ru over there. She said she doesn't want to sit with them. And when she sat with Ru just wanted to find out like what is really happening. He was obviously at Maria's event and he saw what happened. He saw when Annie and Sorisha walked out of the event because of Sunny, and he really wanted to know like what is the story. I don't understand what Sunny told him, but from what I can gather, she's trying to say that maybe Annie is making up some things about her to can play the game, right? Well, she said there was nothing she said that was not already out there. But who are you to bring it into this group anyway? Anybody that wants to hear rumors and gossip about these ladies know where to find it. When Jojo finally joined the ladies, she was sort of, a bit disappointed with Maria because Maria now sits with her new friends and not her. Guys, Nonku arrived in her own helicopter. Of course, she needed to make a statement, okay? And Sorisha was like, tell me why these ladies, Jojo and then Sunny and then Ru, tell me why they started running towards Nonku's helicopter. It looked so funny. Who even said something like, oh, her minions are running after her. That's the kind of thing she likes. Trust Nonku. The other ladies were like, okay, we're going to chill here. Nonku always brings the drama because guess what? Immediately she arrived. Maria on the other side with the ladies, she was like, I'm not friends with Nonku. Annie said, why are you not friends with Nonku? She said she doesn't know. They're just cordial. Maybe because she's Jojo's friend, but that they are not friends. But how can you even say Maria? And this is my problem with Maria. How do you start to feel a certain way about someone when you haven't even tried to get to know that person? It's just the same thing she did with Sorisha. You're already having beef with someone for no reason. She likes to fight herself. As for now, I don't understand what Maria is talking about at all. Why is Nonku arriving with her man? And then the other ladies, Slee, Sorisha, Annie, and Maria, all stood up and were going back to their rooms. Like, just at that moment when Nonku was coming in, it looked like they were running away. And Nonku was like, they are running away because of the prayers. So they are the evil spirits. The spirit in them is clashing with the spirit in Nonku. It was weird. Okay, this was the real awkward moment. Moving forward, Nonku, Jojo, and Ru went to the poolside. And Jojo told Nonku what she's suspecting the ladies are saying about her. She was like, the other day, Annie came into my room and the first thing that came out of her lips was, this place smells like alcohol. Have you been drinking? And she said, I've been hearing some birds twittering, saying things like, Jojo now drinks, in reference to her friendship with Nonku. Remember when I said earlier that you should take notes that it was going to come up? Yeah, this is it. She was like, Sorisha came in with her helicopter too, and Nonku said, really? You know that Sorisha came with her helicopter. Don't pretend like you don't know. And Jojo was like, yeah, Annie has been throwing jabs at her, making some not so friendly remarks. And so the ladies had a dinner. And this time around, all the ladies were present except Mbali, of course. Nonku started this dinner with this the most stupidest conversation, according to Annie, that I've ever had to listen to. She was like, you guys flew. So Risha was like, yes, and we also heard that you were flying the same pilot the next day. So she said, oh, was it before or after you heard that you made up your mind to fly also? I'm like, what the hell? Have you had a few glasses? Because it doesn't even make sense that we were having this discussion. Also, first of all, she was like, oh, you heard that I flew, so you knew that I flew. She was just like putting it in their faces that she flew. For Christ's sake, Nonku, there's some things that are beneath you. This one is beneath you, okay? Nonku said, so you flew with Slee. Why Slee? Why not Jojo? What's the basis for this conversation? Jojo is the one that's hosting. Actually, she should be the one planning the ladies' transportation. I was going to skip this conversation.
A few moments later.
I said let's skip this conversation, but apparently this was the only conversation that went on at that dinner table. So we just have to talk about it, right? When Nonku and Sorisha were going at it, Slee decided to say, it's okay, Nonku, like you were Sorisha's first choice. When she called me, she told me if Nonku decides that she has some other things or she has other plans, then you will join me. She was like, Nonku, you need to appreciate the fact that you were Sorisha's first choice. And while she was talking, Nonku was like, you know what? Shut up. I'm not talking to you. Shut the up. Keep quiet. You have a big mouth. I felt a bit taken aback because why is Nonku talking to Slee in that manner? Is it because she knows her? I don't think she'll talk to any of the ladies. Scrap that, okay? Because why are you telling someone shut up? Why? Are you her mother? I am your mother. You listen to me. You're her mother now. Okay, Nonku. Nonku went on to say, there's this thing between her and Sorisha. They need to iron it out. They have to talk about whatever it is between both of them. I don't even know what it is. While Nonku was saying that, Maria was like, no. Whatever you guys want to talk about in private, you better talk about it right now. Yeah, because I'm tired of hearing two sides of the story. And this is Maria speaking. She was like, since she's been part of this group, she has always heard two sides of a story. She doesn't know what the truth is. So she would rather they talk about whatever they want to talk about in private right there at the table. Nonku was like, who is this? But Nonku was like, you keep quiet, okay? Keep quiet. You with your big mouth. Because she was like, when you went to get your big lips, I'm sure you got them just so that you talk more with them. Maria had no reason to butt into this conversation, for real. Nonku was like, shut up. And she said, no, you're not going to tell me to shut up. You're not my mother. And everybody is saying the same thing. You're not my mother. But apparently, Nonku is their mother. While the whole situation was going down, Sorisha attacked Ru. He was like, why are you bobbing your head up and down? Who do you agree with? I was like, poor Ru. How does it, what's his business with this? Sorisha was just looking for her to lash out at. She even lashed out at Jojo. She was like, Jojo is the reason why Nonku is bringing up this conversation. That Nonku is talking for Jojo. Jojo was like, no, Nonku has her own opinion. I don't have anything to do with this. Sorisha was really mad. She was like, why do we have to talk about this? This was the same thing that happened last year. Why does she have to explain herself, explain her decisions to these women about who she flies with and who she decides not to fly with? It's ridiculous. Moving forward, again, here comes Nonku, the shit stirrer, right? She has moved from one topic to another very successfully. She was like, okay, let's talk about Sunny now. The elephant in the room. Okay. She was like, when Maria invited Sunny, blah, blah, blah. Nonku said, if somebody comes to you and genuinely apologizes, the only thing that you have to do is to accept it. Annie said, why? Why must I accept it? How do you even know that she has genuinely apologized? She said, but we can only just, give her the benefit of it. She said, do you know this lady? She said, no, I don't. Do you know this lady? Do you know this lady? I agree with Annie. Let's say you decide to, forgive her. It doesn't mean that you must embrace her with open arms, okay? You forgive somebody does not mean that you let them into your space again. All this while they were talking about Sunny. Sunny was like, I'm not ready to talk about this. I'm not ready to address the same thing over and over again. I'm like, keep quiet, Sunny. You have not even addressed this situation. Not even once. So what are you talking about? Now, let me tell you what Annie has been saying. Annie said that while they were at Maria's event, there was a time when Nonku wanted to talk to Annie separately. So she pulled Annie from the table, and while Annie was leaving the table, she tripped on Sunny's foot. And Sunny said, not this colored girl from Cape Town. It doesn't even sound true for me. It doesn't even sound true for me. How? Sunny said, this lady never tripped on me. Never, ever. And I never said anything like that. And I'm wondering, where did Annie make up this story from? Like, how? She was not even sitting on the same side of the table with Sunny. Annie was like, you see, this is why I cannot trust you. This is why I cannot trust you. You lie, ma'am. You lie. And she keeps saying, ma'am. Sunny said, you know what? This lady is she doesn't want me in this group, and she's just trying to pull the race card. As much as I hate to agree with Sunny, I do agree with Sunny right now. I feel like Annie is desperate to get this woman out. That's my own personal opinion. Until we see some receipts, until we see some evidences, I think that Annie is making this up. Because how is it that nobody at the table even heard this? Even if she said it under her breath, then Annie won't even hear it. It will be the person sitting closest to Sunny that would hear it. Because Annie was on the other side of the table. I'm so sure that Annie is still stuck on the things that this lady, as in Sunny, has said about her. So she brought them up again and said, ma'am, what problem do you have with me? Sunny said, who are you calling ma'am? She said, you. Ma'am, what problem do you have? Oh my God, Annie. Went on and on and on. She was like, your hair is fake. Look, talk to me when you get better hair. You're as fake as your hair. Who was saying, please, just try and listen to her, try and understand. And he said, there's nothing to understand, there's nothing to listen to. Of course, this episode ended right here. It's so funny because at this point, some people are being sympathetic towards Sunny. I don't know if she deserves it though, seriously. When Annie was saying all this thing, in the confessional, she was like, does Annie want me to keep spilling more, to talk about her man that is in the streets, chasing other things, And like, this lady has not repented though. She's still ready to spill more. Oh God, you. I hope she has receipts for all of these things before they slam her with court papers. Like per usual, I enjoyed this episode. The trip started off a little bit slow. Not surprisingly though, because it's Jojo. Yeah, Jojo, I'm not sure about her hosting skills. At some point, she even told the ladies to host themselves. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to please subscribe to my channel and like this video, comment. I can't wait to hear from you guys. See you soon.